Yeah, probably. Colorful.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. And the one that was in last week was 50, I think. I was reading scripture, so I know.
Doug?
Yes, sir.
I don't know who was doing this. Good morning, Doug.
They've been doing that.
How are you?
Yeah. See where?
I do.
Fully functional?
Cut section. If I don't put it in the right spot, tell me when I bring it back.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one just like this.
But
Yeah.
you better hurry up because she's going to be playing.
So far so good. You're walking around. Where do you guys want to sit? I don't know. Where do you want to sit? Can we sit right here? Or do we have to have our open? Let's move you up a little. How about right next to it? On this side?
Yeah.
Will that be
Just
in?
not in front of the camera.
Yeah.
So if you can,
You don't want a picture of me on me?
you want the back of your head on the camera?
And then I'll put you here. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Actually, let me. No, you're in the. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine there. Louise, you're fine there. You're fine. Yeah, you're fine there. That's all right. You're out of the camera.
Just love when the twins play the left game. Have we ever been?
Got rained out.
Oh, already there? Hurricane. Yeah, because ain't gonna hurt their performance.
What happened? Roger, what was that? Okay, where did I sit?
Over here.
Okay, over here. Thank you. I don't want to be in the way.
morning. That was kind of lame. Good morning.
Good morning.
It is good to be here on a beautiful, crisp, and cool Sunday morning to worship the living God with you. I'm so glad that you're here, whether you're in person or you're worshiping with us online this morning. It's good to be back with our church family after Gordy and I have been on vacation for the last 2 Sundays. And while I don't usually talk about my vacations during a welcome to worship, I did think I would just take a moment. We drove over 2,300 miles in 9 days and visited cities, landmarks, museums that tell of key events in the civil rights movement over the 1950s and 60s. Much of our route was similar to our denomination-led Sankofa, only we had a lot more time for processing what we were experiencing, and we got to sleep in really comfortable beds every night, which is quite different than Sankofa with our denomination, where you sleep in a bus. We also had a lot of fun. I would say one of my great regrets, though, and I have many in my parenting, but it would be that I did not take my children on a similar kind of experience like this when they were age ready. Looking back at our broken and at times painful history as a nation, I believe it's critical if we want to keep growing in our understanding. The earlier we learn this, the more likely we can be a part of the healing of our country, rather than causing further wounds and divisions. So even though there aren't a lot of families this morning with school-aged children, I do want to say to you, if you want to see my itinerary, I would really just encourage you to make this a part of your family experience in the years to come. But this morning, I have the privilege of introducing our guest preacher, Stephen Belton, minister of preaching at Park Avenue United Methodist Church on the other side of the river in Minneapolis. I hope you read or you've read his rich bio that tells about his 30-plus years of community engagement as a community leader in a variety of different capacities. Stephen's not only a preacher, but he currently is the president and CEO of the Urban League, Twin Cities. We're very privileged to have Stephen bring us God's Word this morning as we conclude this sermon series on the book of Nehemiah. You might be wondering, how did I connect with Stephen? So here's my I think it's a divine story of God connecting me to Stephen. I was at Sweet Hollow Cafe doing some work, and if you've been at Sweet Hollow, you know that it has this beautiful outdoor gathering space, which is perfect for COVID, where you can be outside in a safe way, and there's kind of an upper area to meet outside, and there's a lower area. So I was sitting in the lower area, minding my own business, which I'm really good at tuning out other people when I'm sitting at a coffee shop. But I kept hearing this laughter just kind of wafting from the up above area, and this like really fun laughter that I'm thinking, who's having fun up on the upper area of Sweet Hollow Cafe? And so I just decided to go upstairs, up the steps, and lo and behold, I discovered that one of our East Side pastors, Pastor Katie Matson-Daly, who serves the Methodist Church a couple miles east of here at the Beloved Church, she was there meeting with her friend Stephen Belton. We only spent a couple of minutes talking, but even in those few minutes, I was just struck by the questions that Stephen asked of me and how he described himself. And I thought, he should come to First Covenant Church and preach. So it just kept coming to my mind a number of different times. I finally reached out to Katie and asked her what she thought. She gave me his contact information, and when we met, he wanted to hear as much about us as I wanted to hear about him. And at the end of our conversation, he said, I'd like to preach at your church. So I am really confident that you are going to be blessed, encouraged,